Salt Yoga to create this at-home yoga retreat for you. This retreat is all about balance, so every day we will focus on this idea of balance, sometimes physical and oftentimes metaphoric. So each day we will flow through different practices, sometimes vigorous and sometimes restorative, to ultimately create balance within. So today will be a vigorous practice. Come to find a comfortable seated position. Find length in your spine and close your eyes. Draw your awareness inside. Tune in with your body and your breath. Today's practice is about the balance between holding on and letting go. So take a moment to think about something that you would like to hold on to, something you would like to take with you from this week. And then on the other side, think of something you would like to let go of, something that is not serving you, that you don't need. And set an intention to do just that. Find a balance between these two, between holding on and letting go. When you're ready, you can slowly flutter open your eyes. Roll forward onto all fours into a neutral tabletop position. Stack your shoulders over your wrists and your hips over your knees and lengthen your spine. Inhale here and exhale, turn to look over your right shoulder. Draw your right shoulder towards your right hip and your hip towards your shoulder. Inhale, return back to center, and exhale to turn over your left. Draw your shoulder to your hip and your hip to your shoulder. Inhale to center, and exhale over your right. Continue flowing like this. Follow your own rhythm of breath, creating this gentle C curve in your spine as you slowly warm up the back body. These very gentle, slow, subtle movements. On your next breath, return back to neutral. Draw your navel in and reach a bent left knee open toward the left side of your mat. Start to make circles with your knee as wide as you can, working to find the full rotation of your hip joint, and you can move in any direction right now. Equalize your weight in your hands. And on your next breath, reverse directions with your circles. Keep length in your spine, draw your navel in and up. Keep your arms straight and strong, and let this rotation happen just from within your hip. Next exhale, gently release your knee to the floor. Elongate your back and reach a bent right knee open toward the right. And again, start to make circles with your knee as wide as you can, moving in any direction. On your next breath, slowly change directions, move the opposite way, and keep everything else strong and elongated. Just let this rotation happen in your hip joint. Take a full deep breath in, and on your exhale, slowly release your knee back down to the floor. Find a neutral tabletop once again, and take any movements that you'd like here. You can wiggle your hips from side to side. Just release any tension that may have built. Walk your palms forward about one hand's distance. Spread your fingers wide and ground down into the corners of your palms. Tuck your toes underneath and stretch your sit bones to the sky. Elongate and lengthen your spine. And you're welcome to keep your knees bent a little or a lot. You can straighten the legs. Do what feels good for you. Inhale, reach your left leg to the sky. Open your hip and turn your knee up toward the ceiling. Bend your knee deeply. Stretch and straighten your left leg, square your hips to the floor, and slowly step your foot forward between your hands. Soften your back knee to the mat, rise to your fingertips, and lengthen your spine. Magnetize your legs toward each other, draw your belly in and up, and bring one hand followed by the other onto your front thigh. Gently press your hands against your thigh, let this make your spine grow even taller. Press the floor away and lift your back knee off the mat. Immediately energize your back leg. Kick back through your heel. Lift your thigh bone away from the floor. On your next exhale, slowly release your hands down, frame out your front foot, and send your hips back up to the sky in downward facing dog. Inhale, stretch your right leg to the sky. Bend deeply into your knee and open your hip. Draw your right heel towards your left sit bones. Inhale, extend and lengthen through your leg, and exhale, slowly step your foot forward between your hands. Soften your back knee to the floor, rise to your fingertips. Magnetize your legs into the midline, both front to back and side to side, and use this energy to bring one hand and then the other to your front thigh. Gently press your thigh away from you, grow taller through your back body. Press down into your right heel and lift your left knee off the floor. Immediately energize your back leg. Draw your navel in and exhale, slowly release your hands down, lift your hips back up to the sky in downward facing dog. Restore a simple rhythm to your breath. Inhale, reach your left leg up, bend deeply into the knee and open your hip. Try and equalize your weight in both hands. Stretch and straighten your leg and slowly step your foot forward between your hands. Release your back knee down and rise to your fingertips. Squeeze your legs together, draw your belly in, and bring your hands to your front thigh. Gently press your thigh away from you, grow taller through your back, and lift your back knee off the floor. Immediately energize your back leg. This time ground down into your front heel and sweep your arms up toward the sky. Keep magnetizing your legs toward each other and spiral and rotate your torso toward the left. Spread your arms apart from each other, your left arm reaching back, your right arm reaching forward. Hug your belly in, stabilize your breath, and inhale, slowly release your hands down. Lift your hips back to the sky in downward dog. Find your breath. And when you're ready, stretch and extend your right leg to the sky. Bend your knee deeply and open your hip. Press down firmly into both hands. Inhale, stretch your right leg straight. Square your hips to the floor and step your foot forward and through between your hands. Release your back knee down, rise to your fingertips. Squeeze your legs together, draw your belly in and bring both hands to your front thigh. Press your thigh away from you, press down into your right heel and lift your back knee off the mat. Immediately energize your back leg. Hug your navel in and stretch your arms to the sky. Grow taller through your back body. Sink low into your front knee. Squeeze the legs into the midline and spiral and rotate your torso toward the right. Stretch your right arm behind you and reach your left arm forward. Stabilize your breath, lengthen your spine, and then release your hands down, frame out your front foot, and send your hips to the sky back into downward facing dog. Return to your breath. Stretch your left leg to the sky. Bend deeply into your knee and open your hip. Stretch and straighten the legs, square your hips to the floor and step your foot forward. Release your back knee down, rise to your fingertips. Magnetize your legs together, bring your hands to your front thigh. Grow taller through your spine, and then press the floor away, lift your back knee off the mat. Stretch your arms to the sky. Hug your navel in and spiral and twist your torso toward the left. Stretch your arms apart from each other. Reach your arms back up toward the sky, and then release your hands to your hips. Maintain length in your spine, draw your navel in, sink low into your front knee, and exhale, lean the weight of your torso forward to hover just above your front thigh. Inhale, slowly rise back up. Exhale, lean the weight of your torso forward, hover above your front thigh. Inhale, slowly rise back up. Maintain activation through your legs. Exhale, lean the weight of your torso forward. Draw your belly in firmly, press down into your left heel and spring off of your back leg to immediately kick and extend it straight back behind you. Kick back with more energy than you think you should. Your hands can stay on your hips or maybe draw them to meet in front of your heart. Ground down into your standing leg, reach out through the crown of your head, and then slowly bend into both knees and release the weight of your torso forward in space. Hold on to opposite elbows. Let the weight of your head hang heavy. Soften your knees and gently sway your torso from side to side. Let go of anything you don't need here. And you'll notice that we're moving through a Mandala Flow, which means we repeat the same actions. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, surrender forward. Walk back into a downward facing dog. And we repeat these actions and add on a little bit, creating a circular nature to the flow. Inhale, reach your right leg to the sky. Exhale, bend your knee deeply and open your hip. Turn your right knee up toward the ceiling. Stretch and straighten your legs. Step your foot forward and through. Place it between your hands. And you know where we're going. Soften your back knee to the floor. Rise to your fingertips. Squeeze your legs together. Press your palms against your front thigh. Draw your navel in and lift your back knee off the floor. Immediately energize your leg. Stretch and extend your arms to the sky, lengthen your spine, hug your belly in and spiral and twist your torso toward the right. Stretch your arms apart from each other. Breathe into the cycles of this flow. Slowly unwind your twist, stretch your arms back up to the sky, and release your hands to your hips. Magnetize your legs together and exhale, lead with your chest, hinge from the hips to dive forward. Let your torso hover above your front thigh. Slowly draw your weight back up. Exhale, lean the weight of your torso forward, hover above your front thigh, press down into your front heel, and inhale, slowly rise back up. One more time, exhale, lean the weight of your torso forward, actively draw your belly in, press into your right heel, and float your back foot off the floor. Immediately extend out through your heel. You can keep your hands on your hips. If you prefer, you can draw your palms to meet in front of your heart. Level off your hips, keep them squared and facing toward the floor. Stabilize your breath, bend deeply into both knees and release your left foot beside your right. Surrender forward over your legs. Hold opposite elbows and gently sway your torso from side to side. Let go of what you don't need here. Hold on to what you'd like to retain. Let this be the cycle of your practice, this flow, and the cycle of your whole life. Finding balance between holding on and letting go. On your next inhale, lift up halfway, find length through your spine. Exhale, surrender forward, plant your palms, and step back into a downward facing dog. Lengthen your spine and your breath. Inhale, sweep your left leg to the sky. Bend your knee deeply and open your hip. Stretch and straighten your leg. Step your foot forward and through, and soften your back knee to the floor. Rise to your fingertips. Bring both hands to your front thigh, gently press it away from you. Press down into your left heel and lift your right knee off the mat. Draw your navel in and stretch and extend your arms to the sky. Grow taller through your back. Spiral and twist open towards your left. Stretch your arms apart from each other. Sweep your arms back up to the sky and exhale, release your hands to your hips. Lead with your chest and hinge forward over your front leg. Inhale, slowly rise back up. Exhale, hinge and lean the weight of your torso forward. Inhale, slowly rise back up. Exhale, gently hinge forward, draw your belly in and spring off of your back leg. Immediately kick and extend it behind you. Square your hips to the floor. Maybe draw your palms to meet at your heart. Take a full deep inhale. Soften into both your knees. Release your foot beside you and release the weight of your torso forward. Take a hold of opposite elbows. Let your torso hang heavy. Maybe sway gently from side to side or forward and back. Inhale, lift up halfway, lengthen your spine. Exhale, surrender and fold forward. You're welcome to have your hands on your hips or the floor as you ground down into your left foot and take a step back with your right foot. Square your hips forward in space, soften your back heel to the floor. And you can either keep length through your spine, or if it feels comfortable, you can hinge forward over your front leg. Your hands can stay on your hips or release to blocks or the floor in front of you. When you're ready, release your right hand to a block or the floor and spiral and peel open through your chest and your left arm to the sky, finding a revolved triangle pose. Bend into your front knee, soften both hands to the floor, and return back into a downward facing dog. Find your breath. Inhale, sweep your right leg to the sky. Bend your knee deeply and open your hip. Stretch your legs straight and step your foot forward and through. Place it between your hands. Release your back knee down. Rise to your fingertips. Magnetize your legs together. Bring both hands to your front thigh and gently press it away from you. Press down into your right heel, lift your left knee off the floor. Hug your belly in and sweep your arms to the sky. Squeeze your legs into the midline and exhale, spiral and rotate towards your right. Stretch your arms apart from each other. Breathe into the cycle as you inhale, sweep your arms back up. Release your hands to your hips And exhale, lead with your chest as you dive forward to hover above your front thigh. Press down into your feet to slowly draw your torso back up. Exhale, lead with your chest, dive forward over your front thigh. Hug your legs together as you draw your belly in, lift back up through your torso. One more time, exhale, lean forward. Expand the crown of your head forward and spring off of your back leg, immediately energizing it back behind you. Kick back with more force than you think you should. You can keep your hands as they are or draw them to meet at your heart. Take a full deep breath in and exhale, soften into both your knees. Release your left foot beside your right and surrender your weight forward over your legs. Hold opposite elbows. Surrender your weight forward. Let go of what you don't need. Hold on to what you want. Release your hands and inhale, lift up halfway, lengthen your spine. Exhale, surrender and release forward. You can bring your hands to your hips or release them to the floor as you take a step back with your left foot. Ground your left heel to the mat and inhale, lift up halfway. You can either keep length through your spine or surrender forward. And again, your hands can stay on your hips or rest on blocks or frame out your front foot. If you folded, inhale again, lengthen through your spine. And release your left hand to a block or to the floor. Spiral and rotate your chest and your right arm up toward the sky, finding revolved triangle pose. Magnetize your legs toward each other. Press down equally into both feet. Slowly unwind your twist. Release your hands down. You can soften the front knee to plant your palms and find your way back into a downward facing dog. Restore your breath. Restore your intention. Inhale, sweep your left leg to the sky. Bend your knee deeply and open your hip. Straighten your leg and step your foot forward and through between your hands. Release your back knee down, rise to your fingertips. Lengthen your spine and bring both hands to your front thigh. Gently press it away from you. Lift your back knee off the floor and stretch your arms to the sky. Scissor your legs together and twist and turn towards your right. Stretch your arms apart. Reach your arms back up and draw them to your hips. Lead with your torso, dive forward over your front thigh. And inhale, draw yourself back up. Exhale, lean forward. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, lean forward. Spring off of your back leg and kick it straight to the back of your mat. Square your hips to the floor. You can take any arm variation that you like in your Warrior 3 position. And then slowly release your right foot beside your left. Fold forward over your legs, hold opposite elbows, let your body hang heavy. And inhale, lift up halfway, lengthen your spine. Exhale, surrender forward. You can either have your hands touch the floor or bring your hands to your hips. Find what feels good for you. Lengthen your spine and take a step back with your right foot. Release your right foot to the floor, scissor your legs together, and either stay lengthening in the back or fold forward over your front leg into pyramid pose. If you folded, inhale, lift up halfway, and exhale, release your right hand to a block or to the floor. Peel open through your chest, stretch your left arm to the sky in revolved triangle. Scissor your legs together, draw your belly in, unwind your twist, plant your palms down to frame out your front foot, and step up and back into a three-legged dog. Reach your left leg to the sky. Bend your left knee, open your hip, and either stay as you are or flip your dog by releasing the ball of your left foot behind your right knee. Stretch your hips up toward the sky, peel open your chest, and ground down into your right hand as you send your left arm up overhead. And if you took flip dog, slowly unwind, return back to a downward facing dog. Stabilize your breath. And when you're ready, you reach your right leg up. Bend into the knee and open your hip. Straighten your leg and step your foot forward and through between your hands. Release your back knee down, rise to your fingertips, magnetize your legs together, and bring your hands to rest on your front thigh. Press the thigh away from you, lift your back knee off the floor, and stretch and extend your arms to the sky. Magnetize your legs together and spiral and rotate your chest toward the right. Sweep your arms apart from each other and draw them back to center as you return to a lunge. Release your hands to your hips and exhale, lead with your chest to hinge forward over your front thigh. Inhale, rise back up. Exhale, hinge forward, lean to hover above your front thigh. Inhale, rise back up, empower your legs. Exhale, hinge forward and spring off of your back leg, energizing it as you lower into, bring your torso parallel to the floor in Warrior 3. Stabilize your breath, soften your knees, and release your foot beside your right. Surrender your weight forward over your legs, hold opposite elbows, and gently sway your torso from side to side. Release your hands and inhale, lift up halfway, lengthen your spine. Exhale, release and fold forward. You're welcome to keep your hands on the floor or draw them to your hips as you take a step back with your left foot. Release your foot to the floor, square your hips forward, scissor your legs together, and exhale, either stay as you are or surrender your weight over your front leg. If you folded, inhale, lift back up halfway, and then release your left hand to a block or the floor and spiral and rotate your chest and your right arm to the sky. Squeeze your legs together, draw your navel in, ground down firmly into both feet. And exhale, slowly unwind, bend your front knee, plant your palms, lift your hips to the sky and send your right leg up with them into three-legged dog. Bend your knee deeply, open your hip, and either stay as you are or release the ball of your right foot behind your left knee. Press down into the floor, send your hips to the sky, and maybe reach your right arm up and overhead into Wild Thing. If you took that variation, slowly unwind, send your hips back and up into Downward Facing Dog. Slowly release your knees to the floor, sit back onto your heels and surrender into Child's Pose. Let go of the mandala, let go of the flow. Focus on that balance of letting go here and holding on to what is serving you. Take from it what has helped. Soften your breath and inhale, slowly round up through your spine, rise up to sit. Release your hips to one side and stretch your legs forward in front of you. You're welcome to sit onto something here if you'd like. Bend your right knee and cross your right foot over your left knee. Now you can keep the left leg extended long, or if it feels okay for you, you can bend into your left knee as well and draw your heel toward your outer right hip. Take your right fingertips behind you and inhale, lengthen your spine, send your left arm to the sky. And exhale, spiral and rotate toward your right, hugging your right knee in toward the body with your left arm. With every inhale, grow taller. With every exhale, spiral and rotate a little bit deeper into your twist. Inhale, slowly unwind, stretch your legs forward in front of you. And this time bend your left knee and cross your left foot over your right knee. You can keep the right leg extended or also bend into your right knee. Take your left fingertips behind you and inhale, stretch your right arm to the sky, lengthen your spine. Exhale, spiral and twist toward your left, hooking your right elbow around your left leg to draw it in closer toward the body, hug it in toward you. Inhale, grow taller. Exhale, spiral deeper. Let your breath guide the twist. Inhale to slowly unwind. Stretch your legs back forward in front of you. Again, you're welcome to sit onto something. And then bend into your knees. Lead with your chest as you slowly hinge forward over your legs. You're welcome to keep your knees bent, or if it feels more comfortable for you, you can stretch and straighten through the legs. Allow your upper body to simply surrender here. Let yourself become heavy, and your feet can either be relaxed or you can draw your toes towards your face. Rest your arms wherever is comfortable. On your next inhale, slowly round up through your spine, rise up to sit, and then slowly make your way down onto your back. And place your feet onto the floor. Stretch your right leg up and cross your right ankle over your left knee to create the shape of a figure 4. Flex into your right ankle, lift your left foot off the floor, and and then interlace your fingers behind your left thigh. Gently draw your legs in closer towards your chest, but simultaneously press the weight of your right leg away from you. Try and release your lower back toward the floor. Gently release the clasp of your hands, unwind the legs, and switch sides. Cross your left ankle over your right knee. Lift your right foot off the floor and interlace your fingers behind your right thigh. Gently draw your legs in closer towards you and simultaneously press your left knee away from you. Soften your lower back and your sacrum to the floor. Stabilize your breath, soften your body. And on your next exhale, gently release. Drop both knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a big hug. And if it feels nice, you can gently sway your hips from side to side. You can make circles with the knees. Do whatever feels good for your body. Once again, draw the legs in closely towards you and hold on really tightly. Hug into the body. Lift the weight of your head and chest. Draw your forehead towards your knees. Lift your shoulders away from the floor. Hug everything in tightly. Hold on so tightly. And then exhale, let everything go. Release out long. Release your legs and your arms. Release the weight of your body into the floor. Close your eyes. Relax your breath. And surrender into this final resting pose. Shavasana. Stay for as long as you can. This is where I will leave you today. Namaste.